Hi, I'm Kaylynn Deveney, and I'm going to talk to you about my experience in Newport. I completed both a master's degree in documentary photography and a practice-based PhD in photography in Newport. And I came to the master's degree after having been a professional photojournalist for about 8 years. I worked for a small American newspaper that was known for its dedication to telling in-depth photographic stories about daily life. And I was very spoiled there. We had it very good there, and it was a happy place for me to be. But as I had worked on more and more projects and developed more and deeper relationships with the people that I was making photographs of, I began to feel like my voice as author and any acknowledgement of the relationship that existed between myself and the people I was photographing was absent from the work. And so I became more interested in finding new contexts in which to present my photographic stories. So during a sabbatical in Belfast, I found out about the program in Newport, and I phoned Paul Seawright and talked to him, and then I made appointments to go meet with Paul and Ian Walker, and flew over to Wales and had a long and, for me, really important conversation with them about the notion of subjective documentary. And at the end of that conversation, I felt like I had finally kind of found my people who thought the same way that I did about documentary photography. In Ian and Paul, I had found practitioners and thinkers who were advancing a reflective and self-aware practice around documentary photography, and that was what I wanted to do. So I quit my job. I packed up the boyfriend, now husband, and I went to Wales. During the time that I worked on the master's degree in documentary photography, I researched and wrote about photographic diaries, and I produced a piece of work that was executed in the context of a photographic diary. And it really highlighted the subjectivity of the process, the inevitable layers of decision making that took place, and the relationship that existed between me and Edith and Leonard Crawshaw, who I was working with on that project. And I enjoyed the master's degree so much that I stayed on to do a practice-based PhD. And increasingly, my interests had been focusing on Western ideas and experiences connected to home. And so for my PhD, I researched and wrote about women reflecting on home via the photographic diary. And I produced a piece of work that kind of went on from the diary context to becoming a collaborative project with another individual, and that was the work that resulted in the book, The Day-to-Day Life of Albert Hastings. So working with Paul and Ian was really a tremendous experience. I hope to work with Ian again, and now I am working with Paul Seawright at the University of Ulster, where I lecture in photography, and I do research around photography and home. So, yeah, you know, Newport provided a place for me to be with people that I thought like, and it was a very engaged and excited place to be, and I met a lot of really incredible photographers while I was there who are now out teaching people same kind of things. So that's it. Thanks to everyone for all the help. and carry on, Newport. Go get 'em.